Well, you know, in the years past, you can about go to bed every night, and when you wake up, you're like, all right, we're gonna go shoot 20, 30. Well, not this year. This year was a struggle. You know, in past years we got up and we'd go and bang on them pretty good, but you know, this year's different. So, you know, we still got up and went, hoping to kill maybe 3 or 4, but one thing's for sure, you know, you ain't gonna kill them sitting at the house.
So around the beginning of January, we had some rain. The river was forecasted to get exactly where we needed it to, and just kind of like everything else this year, it just didn't go our way. It was about 3 foot shy of where we needed it to get to really get us some good water on the island. But with that being said, it did allow us to pump the area we originally tried to pump before we had our tractor meltdown debacle.
Yep, start shooting. We needed that some kind of bad.
As soon as the river crested, it fell out of there fast. I think the river was falling at 2 foot a day after it crested. When the water of the river fell, it sucked a lot of the water table down. So we really only had a week's worth of decent water. Not a lot of water and no weather is not a good recipe for killing ducks. The season's winding down, it's the end of January. We hadn't had a cold front in a month. And looking at the long range forecast, it was like, man, this cold weather is gonna get here a week after the season. And the cold front that every waterfowler dreams of is about to happen. States have always had youth hunts, and that's kind of a big deal that you hear in the hunting world is, you know, hey, take a kid hunting. And you know, that's something you can do to pass along this tradition. And these states that have adopted this special veterans hunt, I mean, it's just, what a phenomenal idea to give back to the men and women that have done so much for our country, for us to be able to enjoy the liberties that we have. Find a veteran, take them hunting.
So leading up to the veteran hunt, the weather got brutally cold, a lot of snow, a lot of ice, a lot of things locked up, wasn't a whole lot of open water. We got a big push of ducks. We felt like being on the river, a lot of ducks were gonna be using that river just for the sake of having open water. So the morning of the veteran hunt, it was with the wind chill, -9 degrees, and you're standing out there on the bank of the Mississippi River. It was cold.
weather gets that cold, all the fields lock up. So, you know, hunting the Mississippi River, these are the conditions that you need because the water's moving, it stays open. And so standing on that river channel, looking at steam coming up off the water and snowing and ducks flying around, it was one of those days that you just won't forget.
Being able to hang out with these guys this weekend, it was a small token of our appreciation and gratitude for the sacrifices that they've made. But you know, one of my favorite things about the weekend was it was some of these guys' very first duck hunt. So being able to introduce somebody new to the sport that we all love, that was really cool. It was a heck of a way to finish out the season.
Man, it was so cool to be able to give back to these veterans on this hunt. And, you know, I just want to say thank you, not to just the 6 guys that we took, but every veteran out there. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Got room for one more if you still want to go to Aspen.